Hey, so what's good, y'all? It's another one of that Say So TV. All right, y'all. So I'm about to go ahead and get on right into this one. So today's topic is top 5 reasons women should date bisexual men. All right, this is a requested topic, and I just really wanted to tap on it real quick because I got in my comments a woman has stated that they want to know the positive side of bisexual men. I'm usually stating our adversities and like challenges and just things that we all can relate on, but I wanted to go ahead and get one out for the women and just for the bisexual men that, actually want to primarily deal with women. This is a good video for y'all, all right? So, I'm going to go ahead and get right on into it. So, starting off with number 1 is a openly bi man is an honest man. So that's just the first one because that's just a clean slate over for all of us. In my opinion, I feel like as a bisexual man, that makes you honest, brave. It's either sigma male or alpha male energy. I don't see no beta males being openly bisexual, all right? Because they feel humiliated, they feel like it's taboo, they care what everybody else thinks. So I feel like it's one of the biggest traits to see that a man is really comfortable with himself, confident, knows himself, loves himself, and because he has all those traits for himself, he can also give those to you. All right. And also just respect. You should be able to respect him even if you can't. Even if you don't want to date him, you should respect us because. And excuse my hair, babe did my hair. I love my hair, but I woke up this morning and I didn't really like. Yeah, so y'all know I just got it's like bedhead. My hair been like this for a couple days, but now going down to number 2, relatability. Okay, relatability and empathy levels with women are more equal. Meaning, as a bisexual man, you can relate to a woman and her basically like how niggas is like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can relate to that. You don't just have empathy, you got relatability. A lot of the time straight men and straight women have a lot of issues because they don't have a lot of understanding on each other's experiences. I feel like as a bisexual man, he gonna know what you've been through, what you go through, because he done been through it too, and he can relate, he can understand, how certain stuff will make you feel, what not to do, because he knows how it feels. Um, Also conversations. I feel like y'all have more in-depth, deeper conversations. I feel like straight men, you know, unless it's pillow talking, you know, I don't know if they're doing a lot of in-depth conversations with their women. I know they do it with their friends and shit, their homeboys and all that, but when it comes to women, I'm not, sure. And I think that bisexual men would be more likely to be like here with you. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like a homie lover friend type of thing, because I feel like y'all definitely are gonna connect. You have an ability to connect on a deeper level first. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bi men are more emotionally intelligent than straight men, in my opinion. I feel like because we go through so much, and what I learned that creates emotional intelligence is loss and adversity. If you ain't never dealt with loss and dealt with adversity, if you always at the top of the chain, everybody prefer you, or you've been accepted everywhere, and you ain't really been, ostracized or nothing. You ain't really been put through a very difficult time that you have to live through, not just things that happen when people pass away. Those kind of pains pass, but as a bisexual man, you deal with stuff on a day-to-day basis that like you have to live with, deal with, just accept, understand other people's opinions is not always going to be fond of you, but most of the time they are. um yeah, I don't know how else to really address that one, but yeah, I do think that bi men are more emotionally intelligent than straight men, and that will help with a woman because women are naturally, nurturing, more intelligent emotionally. So I feel like that'll just be a better experience for a woman to experience. So yeah, straight up. All right. Then moving down to number 3 is sex. I put this on here because facts, bi men are not selfish lovers. We aim to please and are more freaky in the bed and more passionate during sex. I've heard this all the time by like straight women I've slept with, bi women. They always acknowledge that, like, if they didn't know that the dude was bisexual or gay before, or bisexual, but I have to say gay because that's what y'all understand, but you know what I mean. When they didn't know that he was bisexual and they slept with him, a lot of them have came and said, yeah, I don't mess with him no more, or yeah, I got a problem with him with the fact that he ain't tell me all this other stuff, but they will never say like, yeah, the sex wasn't, I've always heard them say like, yeah, the sex was good though, like, he put it down, what I'm saying? I can't complain about that. And yeah, I feel like that's facts. I'm the same. When I sleep with women, when I sleep with anybody, I'm aiming to please, you know what I'm saying? So you getting off is getting me off, you know what I'm saying? Me pleasing you is pleasing me. So that could also be based on a person basis, but I just feel like majority of bi men are gonna be more freaky in the bed just because we've explored more, we got more experience in other realms, and then we really explore the body. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get men and women, you really embrace the woman body when you have it in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like we're more caressing, more cherishing, more sentimental. You know what I'm saying? More, I guess you could call it sensitive shit. But women like these traits though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think the sex is one good key, okay? And that leads me down to number 4, and that's loyalty. All right, check this out. Bi men will be more loyal to women that accepts him 100%. All right, now the reason why I be saying that's for y'all to accept a man that's bisexual is because not only do you genuinely have a choice in the matter of who you messing with, but also if you ever accept a bisexual man as a woman, that is one good way to get loyalty, a faithful man, because let's just keep it real, bisexual men know that women who accept us is very few and far in between. So instead of him looking at you like how most straight men look at women, like there's like what, 8 women to every like what, 3 men or something? I don't know, it's something like that. There's more women. So straight men can look at women like, they could take them for granted because they got another girl waiting, you know what I'm saying? They got a whole bunch of other girls waiting, you know what I'm saying? So as a bisexual man, he gonna look at it like on the flip side. I don't find this often. Let me not mess this up. Let me, really embrace this woman because like she accepts me for 100% for who I am. And I don't want to mess that up. I don't know if I'm ever find that again. So I feel like that's something that a bisexual man will like give to a woman that they don't get a lot. I was with my homegirl that's straight the other day, and she said something that really like made me think. And she said that she don't want to look for no. I asked her about like what's her love life like. Is she looking for another dude or what? She's like, I ain't looking for no dude. But if I do, I just need him to have a 9 to 5 because I'm tired of dating these dudes who just out here to get it. Like basically, and that's something that I peeped. A lot of straight men don't really like the workforce and they like to be out here getting it, hustling. And I think that is something I could put on here because bisexual men is gonna work a 9 to 5, or we gonna have legitimate side hustles. We don't typically just do hustling and street hood nigga shit because we have to literally like depend on ourselves and we have to make sure we got shit together. So I feel like, yeah, because of the cheating, basically, I didn't even really think of that, but like niggas who be out here hustling and out here to get it, they be cheating. They got all that time on their hands. If a dude got a 9 to 5, he's less likely to cheat because you got to go to work. You got probably something else you got going on, like a hobby or something, and then you got to cater to a relationship. That's gonna take all your damn time. Okay, you won't even have the energy to go and cheat on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I really resonated with what she said because most bisexual men, we all got 9 to 5s or we got legitimate sources of income, and we got to put our time and energy into that. And a lot of times we just be wanting somebody that we can go home to at peace with type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it just be like, yeah, when she said that, I was like, oh, got you. Like, and I feel like, yeah, that does pertain to this because, yeah, most straight men, like hood niggas, like that's why I put them on the DL list because, come on, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Well, that entails to the next one, but I'm going to just say it like straight men, they be saying with their moms, they be spoiled. They be getting a lot of babying. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of baby boys in the straight community. And I feel like when women are looking for men who are financially set and comfortable and solid, that a bisexual man is going to be more solid financially, more comfortable in his lifestyle because he has to be. He ain't got nobody that's just going, he ain't got all these girls that he can just go stay with and they, can just let him come stay with them because he got good dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we move differently. We think more independently. So we'll be more family men. We'll be more able to provide. We'll be more able to be stable and provide stability and stuff. You ain't got to raise no little boy when you're dealing with a bisexual man. You know what I mean? A lot of things that I hear women complain about, if they were to open their horizons up to bisexual men, it would alleviate a lot of that. So yeah, that's why I put that on here. And then yeah, that leads me down to the last one. Smarter workers and independent, which makes us more dependable. Yeah, so that's number 5. I just think that we are definitely more successful than the average straight dude. And yeah, women definitely can benefit from that because we gonna provide, protect, things that a man's supposed to do from the jump, okay? So those are the top 5. And a couple side notes. So also another commenter asked, what was the percentage of women that I think accepted bisexual men? So I put in black women, I say 20% because I do come across women who are willing to mess with me even though I'm openly bi and they actually be trying to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's it's far and few in between. But also, I don't stick my neck out to them like that either. So I say 20% because that's just what my experiences is giving me. I could definitely not go to 50% and 30%. Yeah, so I say 20% on that one, okay? Then on other races, I would say 45%, okay? Because I ain't gonna say 50% because I don't think there's no documentary of women. Or no community of women or culture of women that I can think of that accept bisexual men in the masses. So I just would never say 50% on any of these, but I do think that is a lot more often, a lot more able to happen with a woman who is not of color, who is not a black woman. So I say 45% for other races. All right. And then for straight women, I put 35%. Okay, this is all straight women, not just black women, not just other races, but all together I say 35%. And then bisexual LGBT women, I say 50% just because I want to have optimism that they are not going to be hypocritical and accept their counterparts just as much as they're accepted. I feel like as a bisexual woman, to not accept bisexual men, that is very much biphobia and hypocrisy. And I'm actually going to do a video on that because somebody had made some comments that was really relevant to that. And so, yeah, I'm going to make a video on that as well, about the differences in bisexual men and bisexual women and acceptance and the hypocrisy and just the wildness of it. But yeah, so them is the percentages that I came up with. And also, I just wanted to say, for women who are looking to date bisexual men, or women who are considering opening up their mind to dating bisexual men, the kind of bisexual men that I feel like is best for a woman is a man that is DL, but is open enough to tell you, as the woman, his sexuality. Like, so meaning like he is DL, let's say like he's been messing with women a lot. He's mainly in a straight lifestyle, right? But he does like dudes, or he likes to sleep with dudes, right? If this man could come open and tell you, like, as a woman that he really interested in, that he is interested in men as well, but he's still on a DL and he's not out to the general public about being bisexual or nothing, I feel like that's the best bisexual man, type of bisexual man to go for a woman, or for a woman to go for. And the reason why I say this is because I'm looking at women. I got women's back too. I feel like there's a certain kind of bisexual man who will cheat on you with other men, okay? That is facts. Y'all being scared of that is valid, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and mislead y'all. I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna tell you what it is. There is truth in that, okay? There are men who are bisexual who will sleep around with both sexes, okay? Cheat on you, whatever case, okay? Then there's the bisexual man like myself who, yes, I am aware of my bisexuality, but I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm past women. I don't want to deal with women like that no more. I'm not even gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I done been traumatized, just to keep it real. I even told y'all on one story about bisexual women, about one that I tried to holler at a gay club, and she turned me down. And I feel like ever since then, I've been a little traumatized from it. I just don't want to do it no more. I just feel like it's not fair for nobody to go through constant prejudice and being told repetitively that you're not accepted somewhere. I don't want to be forced into no kind of being accepted. I want to just be loved for who I am. So I chose to be with a man. I was open to dating women. I was dating women before this, and I had bad experiences with each woman that I dated. So I felt like I'm not missing out on much. And yeah, so I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me is gone. That's the reason why I say these are the 3 different kind of bisexual men, because me being open as I am now, and me having to deal with so much of that, I feel like, yeah, a nigga like me gonna be over it. Once you get to the point where you so proud about it, you're gonna be kind of over it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being in a relationship with a woman, sex with a woman, you know, that's still on the table. If me and my partner ever do come to the conclusion that we want to open up to that later on down the line. But as far as like, you know, just being in a relationship with a woman and trying to do all that, I ain't interested in that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if the dude's openly bisexual, it's kind of hard for me to say what kind of man a woman should go for. I mean, if she should go for an openly bisexual man, because I think she should. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. I feel like you can't knock it till you try it. Plus, try other avenues. If you keep bumping your head doing the same stuff over and over again, try something else. There are openly bisexual men who will date, who are interested in women, majority. You know what I'm saying? It's not all bisexual openly men are mostly liking men. We choose to go to men because we all of us don't want to keep being told you gay, and being people wondering if we got HIV, having to explain against that. After a while, we get the hint, like, okay, you know what, let me just go ahead and just live my life in peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to force nobody to accept me. I don't care about that at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my mindset. So I feel like a lot of openly bisexual men, after being open for a while, after some years, you're going to get to the point where I got. So I feel like for a woman, it's best to get a dude who has not jumped straight into this shit yet. Get a dude, if he's curious, if he's bisexual, he knows he's had sex with men, he knows he's attracted to men, but he's not out and open in the community. That's the one I feel like a woman should go for more. And I'll give an example. I know men, and I'm going to tell y'all how it goes with these kind of relationships. I know dudes who have literally been with a girl for years, right? And then she either finds out by catching him going through his phone or something that he like dudes, or in the rarest circumstances he might tell her, but that's very rare. Most of the time, she'll find out that he's gay or that he's bisexual, messing around with other men. Y'all see how y'all got us conditioned? I'm up here still saying gay, and I'm not even talking about that. So, I know scenarios where the man has been caught by the woman that he was bisexual, right? And then she stayed with him because in her mind, now, I know your secret, and women are controlling. This is how I know that women are possessive and controlling, and they have a female ego, because this woman basically said that she was gonna stay with her dude because now she knows his secret, and also, what was it? He still fucks her good. He still take care of business and everything, but you know, she knows his secret, and she just felt like that as long as it was between them and it wasn't like everybody knew, then it was fine. So basically, women are just like straight men. They be embarrassed about it. They think it's humiliating. This is why I gave up. I don't care about women like that when it comes to that relationship stuff, because I don't like this shit right here that I'm talking about. So basically, she accepted the fact that he's DL because he's not out, okay? And because she knows his secret. She got something on him. She feel like she can control him. This is why I say DL men is weak. You know what I'm saying? You can be, when people can hold something over your head, they can have power over you and all that. So, because of that, she stayed with this man, okay? I don't know the jizz of their relationship. I don't know how healthy it is or none of that. But what I do know is that he still got to keep his girl after her catching him playing in the field with men, okay? Because of the fact that she can control him. So, but the flip side of that is, the only part about that but I feel like he would cheat on her with a dude, though, just to say that. But I feel like if the dude was to tell you, then he won't cheat on you. But if you catch him, you're done. You stay with him. That's the one that's most likely gonna cheat on you, especially because now he knows you caught him. You didn't leave him, so he gonna look at it like she don't give a fuck. I can fuck her as many niggas as I want to, and then still be able to fuck her when I want. Like, so that's just what a nigga gonna do. A nigga still gonna be a nigga. Don't matter if he bisexual or not. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep that G. What did I put about the situation? So yeah, those are the three different kind of bisexual men, and I feel like for a woman to go for is gonna be the openly bisexual man who's done with men, wants to only be with women. Wants to only be with you. That's what you need to understand. It's not about sex. It's about you. He needs to only want to be with you. Then he will be faithful to you and all that. Okay. Or the DL dude that comes out, tells you, he offers to tell you, not you find out. Then I feel like y'all can have a pact. Y'all have a trust pact. Now that gives openness for that sets the stage for y'all to be open, put everything out on the table, have a healthy, honest relationship and good communication. So that's why I'm representing for that, even though he's DL, because DL does not always mean I'm just malicious and I don't care what nobody think and I just want to fuck this and fuck that and just be selfish and all that. That's not always what it means. A lot of the times it means I don't want to deal with all the adversity, maybe my career, maybe my family, maybe, who knows, like there's numerous reasons. So a DL dude doesn't necessarily mean that that's just a bad dude. Now, when it comes to men, this is a different story. I would tell men, bisexual men, I would tell gay men and bisexual men that DL men may not be the best option for you. But when it comes to women, it just depends on on that one thing. Did he tell you or did you find out? If you found out, leave him. If he tells you, stay with him. All right? Facts. And so, yeah, basically on that part, I'm only saying that just to be empathetic towards the little insecurities that women have on being embarrassed with dealing with bisexual men. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if the dude's DL and he only tells you and it's a thing between y'all two and then everybody else don't know, so that'll save the female from feeling like embarrassed by her guy and all that other stuff, right? You got to cater to these punk ass insecurities because this is the world that we live in, even though I say, it's some punk ass shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, women do feel embarrassed by bisexual men. So I feel like if you a bisexual dude that wants to prefer women or you want to date a woman, you're going to have to deal with these insecurities and all this things that are looked at as taboo. And you're going to have to deal with a lot of like unnatural stuff. That's a part of the reason why I chose not to deal with it no more. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to throw that on there because basically, yeah, women feel embarrassed by it, which is the reason why a lot of men stay DL in the first place. So I feel like that's just the only little loophole, that you can get through on that one. That's why I just put it on there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Which is why I state that really, like a bisexual man that's comfortable with himself, most likely is not going to want to deal with it because we know our worth, we know we good people, and we don't deserve to just deal with prejudices and people like judging us and saying, just assuming the worst of us just because we've slept with men before or whatever, so a lot of us would just go, you know what, cool, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go where I'm welcome, I'm gonna go where I'm loved, I'm gonna go where I'm accepted fully, etc. So you can't blame us for that, but don't say that we're just gay because we chose to be with men. Nah, we bisexual, but this world will push you into other areas for self-preservation, straight up. All right, so yeah, that's it. Oh, and last but not least, ladies, do not date a guy who's bisexual but only has looked at men as sexual objects. And I'm saying this because, so looking out for women while I'm making this video, right? Bisexual men who have not taken men serious or in a relationship, they're gonna most likely cheat on you still with men sexually. So hear me out. You want to ask the man, when y'all having this conversation, you want to ask him in depth, like, how has about his bisexuality, like, how far does his bisexuality go? Has he only had sex with men or has he been in relationships with men? If he says that he's only had sex with men and he don't look at men like that, and he look at women as relationships but don't look at men like that, it could internalize to you that he's somebody that you can give a chance. But no, let me tell you why not. When a man, as a bisexual person, when we look at men as only sexual objects, or we're only going to have sex with men but then be in relationships with women, that means that we compartmentalize, and that means we can be in a relationship with you and still sleep around with men, because to us, it won't even be cheating because it's something that a lot of bisexual men have gotten adapted to with that kind of compartmentalizing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know a lot of guys, they done slept with me. I done took them back to their girl's house, back to their baby mama house, dropped them right off in front of the house, and they just took my dick. You know what I'm saying? So they don't look at it like that's cheating because they would never get no relationship with no dude, no way. So there's no point This is why a lot of them stay DL in the first place, because there's no point of telling you, because to them it's just a phase or something, you know what I'm saying? Or it's flings that mean nothing. So if the man has not taken men serious and he's only been in sexual relationships with men, that's one that's gonna cheat on you if you take him serious. The reason why I say for bisexual, the reason why now I get why y'all ladies don't want to date bisexual men, the more and more that I empathize with y'all, because what y'all want, y'all won't be able to do with a bisexual man, because, well, what I'm saying is you're not going to be open to him talking to you about honesty, about him sleeping with other men. You're not going to inquire about it. You don't want to know about it. You would like for it to not exist. And because of that, that's the reason why y'all get DL men, because they know that, you can tell them about how you done slept with girls before, you done had your pussy licked on or something before back in the day, and he can sit there and listen to you, and y'all can go on about y'all's day and act like that conversation never was had. But if a man does with a woman, she'll never forget it. It's always going to be an issue. It's never going to leave her mind. So this is why I say women contribute to bisexual men, because what y'all saying y'all not going to accept us at all, every man is not getting ready to be like me. I get a lot of comments of y'all talking about, oh, you should be, pushing men to be like you, come out like you. I do, but at the same time, like, I also understand and empathize with DL men as well, because I was once DL myself, and I just understand. And honestly, it's not fair. Okay, we can be as honest as we want to be. It doesn't matter. We could be in a lose-lose situation regardless with this. You know what I'm saying? So saying that we should just come out so that y'all can decide not to mess with us, that's just not going to be an answer that men are going to respect, or that they are going to abide by. They are going to go ahead and get their cake and eat it too. Fuck on you, be in a relationship with you, go out and get their little nut every now and then on some booty, or whatever the case may be, whatever they doing. Until y'all become accepting of men, there's going to be this blockage where y'all are going to continue to be mad at bisexual men, because y'all going to think we're just so bad guy. Y'all going to continue to villainize us, okay? And then bisexual men are going to continue to feel judged, humiliated, prejudiced against, and that's self-preservation. People going to definitely not let you know if they know that they're going to be in harm's way. Y'all cannot hold every bisexual man to my standard, to Say So standard. Say So, I'm a real ass nigga, y'all. I'm rare. I wouldn't be able to have a channel like this if I was so common. Come on, y'all. Like, you can't hold every bisexual man to my standard. I was raised by a village, like 2-parent household, then some. Like, I had a whole lot of family members around me. I got a lot of love around me. I didn't grow up in poverty. You know what I'm saying? I was raised majority by my pops, you know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of advantages that y'all asking these insecure boys that was raised by their mamas and know what man, you know what I'm saying? And y'all expect them to have confidence, and y'all expect them to be, healthy mentally and all that. And I'm sorry, like, they weren't nurtured correctly. They're still black men, you know what I'm saying? Just because they're gay or bi doesn't take away from the fact that they're still black men, that they go through the same shit every other black man go through. Then they got the gay shit on top. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, most men is not getting ready to be like me, because most men are not cut from the cloth that I'm cut from. So yeah, I do get now why a lot of why a lot of women just steer away from it, because when I think about it, y'all don't ever have to encounter a lot of this stuff with actual straight men, but actual straight men are way more far and few in between than y'all actually think. Y'all really be thinking, just because this dude can put it down in the bedroom, he talks swaggy, he act masculine, he got the vibrato that every rapper do on TV and everything else, you assume he's straight, and that's where y'all go wrong. And that's where y'all continue to come to people like me's channel, and y'all are proven wrong constantly, because y'all do not believe or won't accept that we exist. And because of that, y'all are going to continue to get bisexual men who lie and DL men who are messing around on you and possibly bring you diseases. A lot of the disease transfer, y'all, is about not being accepted as well. Because when you're not accepted, nobody teaches you safe sex practices and nobody teaches you how to love yourself. So that's what I'm trying to say. I was taught how to love myself regardless of how I turned out. I could have been trans. I could have been whatever the fuck. My family was going to still love me. A lot of these niggas can't say that. A lot of these niggas were not set up with a healthy foundation. And y'all are expecting them to handle everything healthy and proper. And they don't come from that. All right. So I do get why y'all don't choose to mess with bisexual men, because of the suppression causes bisexual men to be less we may be elevated in certain ways, but we're going to be less in a lot of ways that women are used to men being like. So it throws them off. It makes you uncomfortable. It becomes like more to do than it's out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So I do get it. And this is why it's so unfortunate. But I feel like bisexual men don't get discouraged and look at it like a case on case basis. This is all situational. Don't look at it like, oh, all women don't accept me, because that's not true. Okay? You can find a woman who will, but then that's when it's going to be realizing that maybe you're going to have to compromise as well, because most of the time, the women that come for us, we may not want them either. I've noticed that too. You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, I'll give y'all an example. One of my old school friends or people, some girl that I grew up with, right, or I was real cool with, we was real cool, had a good friendship. She knows about my sexuality, and she still hits on me, wants to fuck with me, all that. And she's bisexual too. However, I'm not interested because she, to me, is a slut. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've said this before, but I don't like that. And I don't feel like the only women that should be coming for us or accepting us is women who are really not loving of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot for us to love ourselves and to be strong and brave for us to go and be accepted by a woman who is not that. That's not going to satisfy us. You know what I'm saying? So there's ins and outs, and there's a lot to this. So I get why. And this is why most bisexual men will steer into either gay or either straight, because there's not an actual bisexual lifestyle. That's why I say, y'all, bisexuality, homosexuality, and heterosexuality are your sexualities. That is your sexual identity. However, straight and gay, those two are lifestyles. So you can be bisexual and straight, or bisexual and gay, which is like myself, or bisexual and straight, like I said, which is what a DL man is. That's all that is. Because there's no bisexual culture. There's no bisexual lifestyle. It hasn't started yet because it can't, because there has not been an acceptance enough for it to be a safe space, for it to be an actual like community. You know what I'm saying? Most bisexual men, I wouldn't be able to tell you, we have no stamp on us. There's no way to identify us when you look at us. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all. I just wanted to add this here at the end just to say it. All right. Also, me choosing to be with a man doesn't make me gay. Just like when men choose to be with women, that doesn't make him straight. I'm tired of y'all classifying bisexual men as gay just because he slept with a man before. Because guess what? If you found out that your dude slept with a dude before, and as a woman, and you find out that your dude slept with another man, you gonna call him, guess what? Gay or bisexual. You would never call that man straight. And you know he fucked you. Probably hella good too. And you still call that man gay or bisexual. You know what I'm saying? You would never call a man straight that you found out slept with another man as a woman. So why? Because I chose to be with a man, that doesn't take away from the fact that I still have slept with women. So I'm still going to be bisexual. That wouldn't make me gay. That's like my dude finding out that I mess around with a girl and then saying that I'm straight. That would not make me straight. That would make me bisexual, because I still smashed him. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to throw that on there because they always want to classify, girls always want to say, oh, he gay when she find out that he mess around with dudes or he like dudes, and you got a whole baby by this nigga. Cut the cap and show bisexual men some respect. I understand y'all be hurt a lot by us. That's why y'all like to call us gay and the F word and all this other stuff. I get it. But we got to get to where we can start calling stuff for what it is, because honestly, ain't nothing gonna happen besides this same rhetoric if we don't start opening up to bisexual men as women. Y'all got to, because until then, y'all will always have a place and play a part in why the DL man even exists. All right. So, yeah, y'all, that's it for this one. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. Baby, how much I really take.